I believe that parents should exercise control of the television programs their children watch. Um, there are two reasons I believe this. First is that there are many explicit material that is available to view on the television, such as pornography or explicit music videos that use curse words, and frankly, those types of media aren't really mentally healthy for the children. The second reason is because there are paid content on the television, and children cannot exercise the logical thought process to determine if this item is worth buying on the television or not. And to be honest, if children just use their parents' card on the television, it's a problem. According to the announcement, Central College is planning to completely overhaul its dormitories. The woman disagrees with the change for two reasons. First of all, she believes that construction creates noise. To be specific, if construction is to happen for 2 years straight, students who live in the dormitory will have to suffer through all that noise for that amount of time, and she believes that those students will most likely move out of the dormitory due to the high amount of distraction and noise. Second, she states that the housing prices will increase, thus becoming more expensive to live in the dormitories. This is because the college plans to pay for the expensive constructions by raising the cost for the housing plans, and if the cost of housing becomes too high, she, the woman believes that students will leave the dormitory nonetheless, regardless of how good the new dormitory is. According to the passage, outsider art is a category of art made by those outside of society, people who have not received formal art training. The professor gives the professor mentions Henry Darger to illustrate outsider art and why Henry Darger is considered an outsider artist. Uh, First, he mentions how Henry Darger never had a formal training as an artist, therefore he could not draw humans. The professor mentions his watercolor painting, to be specific, where he wanted to draw humans, but he wasn't able to. So, as such, Henry Darger cut out uh, pictures of children and humans from a local newspaper and pasted onto his painting as part of his unique solution. Um, this created a more eccentric-looking artwork compared to other watercolor works, but nonetheless created an artwork that Henry Darger created an outsider art by Henry Darger. In the lecture, the professor describes principles of interior design, specifically unity and contrast. She gives two examples to illustrate those. First of all, she describes unity, or matching colors to bring the room together. For example, in a room, she may place a green sofa and a green rug to ease the eye and just unify the room under one color. Second, she describes contrast, or disruption, of the unity. The professor mentions that contrast serves to break up unity in a controlled manner. To be specific, she mentions how she would place a bright red cushion on a green sofa in order to abruptly break the chain of green and further highlight the green instead, thus achieving contrast.